Welcome to Valentine's Day at the Pritchard pub.
Whoop, whoop.
Hey, buddy. So we have Kahunas.
Kahuna.
You see, this is a face made for love. No.
Yes, yes.
Even the dog's riled up about it. He knows.
Orcus knows. Sorry to the
All
listeners
right, boys, come on.
who may have volume up loud. But yes, it's Valentine's Day. We're going to debunk Cupid Live and some other fun stuff.
We're gonna watch some videos, hang out. We obviously can't compare with Royce and his comic shop Wednesday, but we'll try. All right.
Fancy comic shop ones.
Yeah. We don't know nothing about that.
Are they still going on that right now?
I don't know. I think Royce canceled.
No, he canceled.
He
Yeah.
got sick.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah.
They can't catch a break. It's poopy.
I'm halfway tempted to go to the thread and just read through it really quick at the end.
I wish them well, but I don't know. I get so many Twitter notifications. I don't know if they probably get even more. So it's like they probably don't see half their shit. I don't see half my shit.
Oh, hello to John A. Douglas in the chat.
John
Hail.
A. Douglas, the Orc Master himself.
He says, "Oh Lord,
bit-
it's that
That's
boy." That boy.
Boy.
Also, based on your book, John, this is a reference only people who have read it will know. You're the master of bait and switch, by the way. Just want to toss that out there.
Interesting.
Oh, no.
If you've
That
read the
be
Black
gone-
Crown, you know.
That Begone Thought scene that you broke down on the YouTube was actually a pretty good example of a minor bait and switch, at least. Because
Oh yeah.
I mean, she's being pretty romantic. She's talking pretty romantic to him. You know, very sensual.
Well, they're just a little bit more than strangers, so it's a little aggressive. But yeah, especially for a virgin young man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, oh Lord.
When I was that age, there were moments where that would have been me, but then there were the other moments, and that wouldn't have been me. Yeah.
There's a certain angle to it where it might be easier in some ways not knowing, being like a virgin, just like, oh, this is scary, this is new. And we copped him a copping in the chat. What's going on, brother?
I just heard something about being a virgin,
Yeah.
and I was just listening to my kid like making the creeper noises over there
he
too.
does
So
that
the dogs are on top of our everything.
Legs, yeah. That's how it
It's
goes,
good
man.
times over here. Oh
How
yeah,
you doing?
yeah.
How you doing, chat? How's everybody doing?
The night is young. We have so much to talk about.
The night is young and full of.
Also,
Interesting.
John, I know he's an orc and I know he's green, but did you have to call it a pickle? Anyway.
Pickle is just accurate. It's just accurate.
It is, yeah. It's lore friendly.
There's absolutely an orc.
There is. Gazgul Thraka.
I think he's in the next room too. If you can hear him.
Guys, to answer Brian McCoppin's question, he spelled orc with a K, so I assume he means Warhammer orcs, and there absolutely is. I believe his name is Gazgul Thraka, and he is the herald of the Wog.
Yeah, he's a great Wog master.
Yes.
Too bad 40K got rid of a whole bunch of their characters, but yeah.
What the fuck? We need this creature in the other room.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you make love, everyone.
Yeah.
There's your Valentine's Day lesson. You'll have to listen to that.
It's a lot of noise for about 30 seconds, and then it's noise for endlessly for 18 years. Anyway.
Yeah.
What is he even doing?
Is that coming through really loud on your end, Kahuna?
Yeah, there's
in
a
moments,
lamp there.
in
Rolo.
moments it is. In moments,
Okay.
but not the whole time.
Okay, I'm gonna see what. Like, are you pooping in the corner? What the
Right.
fuck, man?
We'll just we'll let her investigate, and then we'll look at some stuff about Valentine's Day and interact with the chat. How's that?
Yeah, absolutely.
I cut my mic a little bit, by the way, so let me know if I'm like quiet or something.
He is just literally
Ferber method.
just sitting there,
Squealing.
back against the bathroom door, hitting the floor, making those noises. So we're good.
Yeah, he's just being a dork.
He's just practicing his future violence, in a positive way. It's good.
Right? How's this? How's our
the
volume?
dog water was not a good idea. I can't hear shit now, Andy. We got to hear Kahuna.
Yeah, we'll hear Kahuna.
Why do you keep messing with it? It was totally fine.
I'm only adjusting
Just
the mic.
leave it alone. Okay.
Adjusting the mic sensitivity.
You're driving me ape shit. I love you. Stop fucking with it. Dude, this fucking dog, man. Do you see what a fucking... We don't get a second of peace in this house, and I love it.
Right.
I love it so much. I love you.
I love you too.
Are you mad at me?
No.
You want to fucking touch it again, don't you?
I'm ready to carry on with the stream.
Oh, whatever. You want to touch it.
So do you know any lore?
Language.
Do you know any lore about Valentine's Day, Kahuna?
I don't really. I assume there's a Saint Valentine somewhere from old Catholicism that stole from some local holiday. But that's most of the holidays. But anyway, so
right.
Yeah.
Those are just educated guesses, but I have no idea.
Cherubs are evil.
I don't know shit. So we'll figure that out, but we'll start with some videos. How about that?
I know that you can't get a reservation at a restaurant anywhere for any reason. I know that.
Oh, almost ate shit, and I'm sitting in a chair.
That's how it goes, man.
I'm not all right. I'm never all right.
I am comfy. I'm good.
All right, let's.
Says the parents just stare stone faced.
Hey, chat, can you hear that good just now?
Who are you asking?
Chat.
Oh, the chat.
Yeah, the chat.
I'm like, who the fuck is Chad?
They're all Chads.
Are you calling Kahuna Chad? Dude, stop.
I'm definitely gonna clip that bark that you just did, whatever weird noise that was, and put it in my audiobook. But don't be doing that on stream, buddy. No more.
All right, everyone, shut the fuck up. Okay.
Yeah.
Muzzle his ass.
It's almost like I knew. Come here, Orky.
I know you did know. Yeah, you better shut up then. We'll muzzle you. We don't want to hear it. Oh, poor baby.
Yeah,
I want
John,
to take it off right away, though.
Planned.
Oh, it makes me feel so bad, you guys. Okay. Headphones on, babe. Let's listen to what the dude has to say.
Let's go.
This is one of the most disturbing things I've
gentleman.
read in a while. A post on r/teachers has gone viral titled, "It's going to get worse, isn't it?" This person has been teaching for 14 years, and they teach grades 9 through 12 English Language Arts, or ELA. They start out by saying that all grades seem to have in common a one and done aesthetic, meaning all students get a chance to improve their grades with revisions, but fewer than 1/3 even try. And then the parents complain when the kid doesn't have an A, even though the kid refused to do revisions, didn't address the prompt, and had tons of spelling errors, even though it was a digital assignment. He says the parents just stare stone-faced and say, "But you assigned a one-page essay," and he turned in a one-page essay. It can often become a 3-on-1 battle where the parents are trying to be best friends with the kids and disregard mountains of missing homework. Parents beg for extra credit to turn the grade around, even though the kid didn't turn in any of the work and bombed all of the tests. Literally 95% of my tests are open notebook. I painstakingly go over content and literally say things like, "This is definitely something I'd want to have in my notebook." And still less than half of them ever write anything in their notebook aside from sketches of anime characters. Almost every kid tells me they don't go to bed until 1 a.m. and more than half show up in their pajamas, wrapped in fleece blankets, clutching their Starbucks/Stanley, but leaving everything but their uncharged laptops at home. Is this going to be the new normal? The teacher said the one thing that all the kids have in common is that they don't care. If this is true, is this not the biggest problem we're facing as a culture? Our kids don't care about life. Should we not stop everything we're doing and figure out how to take better care of our kids? This is really the new normal. We need to press pause right now and figure out what's going on, because this system is clearly not working. This is one of
Okay, so I have a few thoughts right off the bat. Homeschool. No.
Yeah.
One thing is, I mean, the end really got me for sure, because it's true. We are caring less and less. People don't give a shit at work. more than ever. There's no customer service. There's not none, you know what I mean? But I think it's just like people in general, and definitely it's going to affect our students. But this is also just one teacher, one school. So I think it depends. Like, the school I went to was known for being a very mediocre at best school district, where all the football players and higher income families were 100% favored. And then like me, can you please stop doing that, Andy?
Yeah.
I want to be able to talk to him. Well, you know what I mean? Like look at him. when I'm talking.
Sorry. I'm just clicking around and shit.
Yeah.
My bad.
So when I was in school, I was a freshman and I got into an altercation with a senior. So I'm in 9th grade. He was a senior, I'm pretty sure, but at least 11th grade. So he's 2-3 years older than me.
So like a 14-year-old and like a 17 or 18-year-old kind of thing.
For no reason that I knew, every day during lunch, we had different lunches. So like I think they were just coming off lunch and I was just getting on one of the two. And they would throw like full bottles of Gatorade at me and like apples and shit like that. And I had no idea why. So like I got pissed off and I went up to the dude, like the main instigator, and I just like fucking push him. I'm like, leave me the fuck alone. And then I told him if he didn't leave me alone, I was gonna beat his girlfriend's ass because I couldn't take him. And she was in my class, and I never had any issues with her.
Did you go to Bonnie?
But I was like, if you don't leave me alone, I'm gonna beat your girlfriend. But like, so teachers saw that, and like I ended up getting they told me I had to go to their internet school or they were gonna expel me. So I did, and then as soon as I was 16, I was 17, because I wanted to go to my own senior prom. So I went to my own prom. Maybe it was my junior. I wanted to go to my own prom. I'm pretty sure it was a junior. Yeah. And then my dad signed the age waiver for me to just drop out. And then I just got my GED. But Andy graduated. So, I mean, everyone's experience is different. But I did notice he's like, all they do is doodle. It's like, well, yeah, we have nothing for the fucking arts. And the arts, like music is everything. Like people that don't listen to music or read stories or anything, I'm like, what's going on up here? Like, are you daydreaming? Maybe you should be a creator if you don't want to consume. But I feel like it's such a huge part, and it always has been, of human nature to have the arts. And I mean, like, seriously, like singing, playing music in your home, dancing, drawing, all of that stuff, storytelling. That's how humans like actually thrive. That's the difference between survival and thriving, in my opinion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you think, Kahuna? Oh. 1 second, buddy.
Go ahead.
Boom. There we go. Say that again.
In regards to what he was saying, truth be told, it just sounds like a very small progression from what public school was like when I was younger. I only went to public school for 1 year, and then I left for better education after that and finished high school in kind of a private school situation. But like honestly, like almost everybody wore pajamas. A lot of people, like they cared, but I see the seeds of what the modern school system has become really starting to flourish back then. And that's freaking like 12 years ago, 12, 13, 14 years ago now. And so that doesn't surprise me at all. And as far as people not caring about anything, like not just students, but people in general, I think it makes sense. It's because, like, for someone like me, I'm a Christian. I believe if you're going to do something, do it with all your mind, heart, and body. Do it with all your mind, heart, and soul. And I try to do things that way. I try to go do it as well as I can in a way that honors God and honors myself and honors people I care about. And so to have somebody like, but if you don't have that, you don't have, like, a lot of the obvious, like, incentives for trying to do things well and caring are gone. Caring doesn't earn you the things that it used to, like 15, 20, 30 years ago. And so if you don't have a real heart, soul reason to care, why would you? The world doesn't reward that anymore. There's no incentive for that. And so it makes a lot of sense. And like, truth be told, I was a terrible student because I didn't, like, even back then, I didn't care about half the things I learned. And so, yeah.
Yeah.
What about you,
Same.
Andy?
Well,
I don't remember learning shit.
the whole part about asking for extra credit. Yep, guilty. I should have probably just did the homework or whatever. Sketching anime characters. It wasn't necessarily anime characters, but it was like Sonic the Hedgehog and dinosaurs and stuff
I
like
like
that.
that the
Who's
first thing
gonna be
you
mad
say
about
is an
sketches?
anime.
Yeah.
You're like, it wasn't an anime character, it was just like Sonic. I'm like, yeah.
Just
the
like
anime
Sonic
character.
and Goku, and you know.
It's
But no
wild
anime
that
characters.
we would get in trouble for doodling too. We would
Yeah.
actually get in trouble. I'm like, why?
But
Why? I'm just drawing something cool.
I
like
do
a
have
flower.
to. I do have to admit, I had a weird, fiery passion for like creative writing, specifically
Me
the
too.
storytelling stuff. Because I don't know, but and once I realized that, I kind of forced myself to do the boring English stuff and take
Just
that
so you could-
seriously because
Yeah.
yeah, and I actually immediately applied that and went home and hopped on the desktop at home and just started writing stories in high school and like middle school too.
And when I
Yeah,
took
me too, man.
I took
Oh,
a
yeah.
creative writing class with my French teacher. So the shitty school district I'm telling you about, in 8th grade, I went to a different city's school. That was by where my dad worked, and he would just drive me every day. And I did that for about 3/4 of the year. And I hated having so many friends. Like, it was the polar opposite where like people made fun of me. I mean, bullied the shit out of me every fucking day at the old school. And then
Me too.
now the new school, everyone's like the new girl. Everyone fucking loved me. The popular girls, the fucking goth girls, like everyone wanted to be my friend. And I could not handle it. Don't be friends with her, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I gotta fucking, after 3/4 of the year, I went back because I'm like, I just can't have friends like that. It was actually a lot.
Some people,
it was just
some
so
people aren't
different.
able to handle that kind of social pressure, so, depending on their kind of personality archetype. Like me, I love
feel it,
people. As long
yeah.
as they're good people, I can hang out with people all the time and be fine. But not
You know-
like not everybody can do that, and I understand. that
We're-
completely.
Andy and I are both pretty split in the middle where we're pretty like half introvert, half extrovert. And we actually did the one personality test, and I've only seen one other person besides Andy and I get protagonist, but Andy and I both got protagonist. And like all of our percentages were scarily similar. But
Yeah.
anyway, I was going somewhere with my freaking going to the other school, something about that school. Oh, my French teacher. So she was awesome. We did a creative writing class after school, and there was some computer game that, not really a game, but like a software that we played where there was a stage and you set your people up and you like wrote a screenplay and like they acted it out and stuff. And I don't know what it was called, and I've tried to find it so many
Cool.
times. So
It
if
sounds
anyone
cool.
knows, if anyone knows, let me know, because I want to show Andy, and like, we would have so much fun with that,
Mhm.
making comics or
Yeah, for
whatever,
sure, yeah.
just the whole story.
Right.
Come here, Orcs. I'll take
So-
you off,
Yeah.
you buddies.
Instead of just jumping right back into another video, I have
Come here, baby.
another window over here.
Such
It
a good-
is some
Make good
Valentine's Day
Make
stuff.
good-
Because yes, it is Valentine's Day. McCoppin is right. That wasn't necessarily a Valentine's Day video. It was just interesting.
No.
We're figuring out how to do this, so we'll have some fun with it. So
VR learning.
Valentine-
I
exactly.
don't want to learn.
Valentine's Day, also called Saint Valentine's Day or the Feast of Saint Valentine.
I
Interesting.
knew it. I didn't know it, but I
Feast.
knew it.
The feast, huh? What kind of feast? Interesting. It's celebrated annually on February 14th. It originated as a Christian feast day honoring a martyr named Valentine. And though later folk traditions, it has also become a significant cultural, religious, and commercial celebration of romance and love in many regions of the world. Okay, cool. So feast day, right off the bat, feast day immediately has me thinking of like the Summer King in pagan myth, who symbolizes literally just summer, right? And the coming of summer, which that checks out because spring is kind of heralding the coming of summer in this February, transitioning into winter's dying. Yeah. So totally makes sense. I bet it lines up with Samhain? Samhain?
I know what you're talking about, but I don't know how to say it.
Yeah, the summer festival. Yeah. But anyway, what are your thoughts here?
It's pretty much like I suspected. I'm like, it's going to be a Christian holiday with some pagan influences that is transmogrified into the thing that we have today. I did, and of course there was a saint involved, but it sounds like it was more based off of a feast, which is interesting. I didn't know that.
Right.
It makes sense.
Right.
A lot of holidays have feasts. It's kind of part of the tradition, so I suppose that makes sense.
Yeah, I think it might be like a harvest thing. I don't know where the feast comes in. We can read more here. There are a number of martyrdom stories associated with various Saint Valentine connected to February 14th, including an account of the imprisonment of Saint Valentine of Rome. Okay, so multiple Valentines here, maybe?
Brian has a comments about this, actually. Valentine was famous for helping Christians imprisoned by the Romans. So the, quote, Rome, unquote, ants is a bad retelling. Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool, it's an interesting idea. Like, it lines up really well. Yeah. Especially since I don't know anything. Like, that's the thing. I know nothing about it, but I trust Brian. So it's like, I trust that that's probably true.
Yeah. I don't know anything either. This is why this is like kind of an awesome idea. Katie pitched it. She's like, yeah, we could like look up Valentine's Day history and stuff. And I'm like, that's actually a really good idea because I don't know shit about it. And I don't know how many people actually do.
Yeah. I think it's one of the lesser. It's a holiday people don't tend to research much. Because the modern version of it is such a fluffy BS holiday in some ways, unfortunately.
Right. So this is fascinating.
I'm not a romance hater. It's not my thing. I think commercializing it to try to make money feels cheap.
Yeah, it does kind of water it down. I'm down for celebrating it though.
Celebrating romance. I like the idea of course, every day should be Valentine's Day. You should be, complimenting each other and doing things to surprise each other and make the other person feel special. All those things, You should just do those every day. But there's nothing wrong with having a day where you do something extra special either.
There's not. Yeah.
I definitely like that about it. You
can say the same thing about a wedding anniversary too, actually.
Right, yeah. So we actually just, when we were at Walmart, we picked out a few like smaller bouquets and just put them all together. Hi, buddies. I know you're the best dog in the world. I just took your muzzle off, and it took you a minute to be an asshole again. What is your fucking problem?
That's my boy, Orcus.
And then our son sounds like he's dying over there, and he's just sitting there with his toys. He's fine.
Yeah.
B.A. Turner, thanks for joining us.
B.A. Turner in the house.
So you guys, we decided, because we make amazing shit together. And it's really weird. Like, we work together really well. When we're not knocking each other's chairs and like, stop touching that shit. But like our kid, he's fucking awesome. We made him. Mm-hmm. Every time we've had the apartment that he lived in that I moved into originally, we made the cutest room there. And then our apartment after that was super cute. And then the house that we rented before this, and now this. So it's like, for some reason, everything we do, it's like, I was going to put that there. It's like, we just work really well together. So it's like, why not just build our fucking Valentine's Day bouquet together?
Right.
Oh, that's cute.
So we did. Yeah, instead of like, oh, well, you can use the car to go get me flowers or something, you know?
Yeah.
Well, like back when I was
Well, he
married,
has a car too. I don't know what I'm saying.
I met this when we were waiting to to go into a restaurant. My wife and I started talking to this guy, and he's talking about how he and his wife would basically like trade off the holidays. Like one year, one person would kind of arrange things, and then the next year, the other person would. And I looked at my wife. I said, "I think that's a great idea." It never happened, but it was a great idea anyway.
Yeah, it is actually, because then, you know, one person doesn't feel like they have all the pressure and the other person doesn't feel like they have no control or whatever. I guess that depends on your personality type too a little bit, but yeah.
McCoppin here says Catholics use feasts for most holidays to symbolize Jesus. The Last Supper is a great example. It's an ideal gathering, and he said heaven would be lots of feasting.
Yeah, so
Also a holdover from a Hebrew tradition as well. A lot of feasting in Hebrew.
Yes.
Yeah. My mom's best friend growing up was Jewish, so we did like Passover and Hanukkah and everything. And obviously the best part of holidays, hands down, is not presents or gifts. Of course, like it's fun to, you know, tailor gifts to people and make them feel good, but just spending the time together and having really good food, so much food and weed that you're just like, I'm falling asleep and I have to drive home. Give me those leftovers.
If Tim Allen was here, and mead.
Yeah.
Oh, for
mead.
sure. Yeah.
Weed and mead.
Weed and mead. Yeah, I definitely.
He needs some mead.
just a bit. It's like meet the Fockers. Yeah.
Right.
He's fine. He's gonna be just peek around the corner, because if he sees you, it's gonna get worse. He's fine.
Oh, he's allowed. He's allowed tonight, ain't he?
Is he still leaning against the bathroom door? He's literally just sitting like this with his legs apart like that, like hitting the floor. Babe, you should have him watch Bluey or something. Okay.
I taught my oldest tonight how to do the whole helium. Oh,
Babe.
yeah.
Let's see. What was that?
I taught my oldest how to do the whole helium thing out of a balloon, because we had a couple leftover balloons, and so he started tearing them apart.
Did they have the best time?
Hey, bro. Hey, little one.
Hi, Bombas. I love you, Bombasa. Boba.
Say hello, Zan.
Boba. Bobasa. Here's a Bobasa.
Say hello, Zan.
Boba. Hi.
He sees Kahuna.
Say hi.
Kahuna silly.
You wave hi.
Hi, Kahuna. Are you trying to say Kahuna?
Kahuna. Kahuna.
Oh, his hair is so blonde, man. That's so cute.
Okay, if you want to stand up, that's okay. Yeah. Kahuna. Say hi. You know how to wave. Say hi. No, don't grab stuff. Just say hi. Goofball.
Yeah.
You're a little
I love
bit.
you, Bamba. All right, you want to go watch Bluey with Daddy? Because I would love to have you chill on my lap, but you're just going to struggle with me the whole time, just like this.
Oh yeah.
It's okay, Boo.
John says the masculine urge to move to Appalachia and hunt cryptids with skinwalkers.
It's Appalachia. I promise you.
Is it Appalachia or Appalachia? I'm not sure.
It is Appalachian Mountain.
Oh, that's weird. Appalachia sounds so much better, though.
Well, that's because it's just how we grew up thinking it was pronounced. But
oh, okay.
I've literally held a Did you know that there are bones and like raccoons have a penis bone? And I've held one before. I've smoked weed out of a deer antler. Okay. I've been that balls deep in Roan Mountain, Tennessee. Fucking.
Oh.
Yeah, it's Appalachia, though, I promise. Appalachia.
I believe you. Just Appalachia sounds nice, but no, Appalachia. That if we gotta say it the right way. It's like anybody yeah.
I've tried to rally people camping before to help me find Sam Squanch or shit like that, and no one will do it, but Andy will now. And I just like when we were at some random store we have called Axeman. You can go there. They have like toggle switches and magnets, the most random shit ever. It's like a giant kind of hardware type store. Like you could just build anything. Anyway, we got like headlamps.
I have those for both.
So we're ready.
Motorcycle riding too.
Oh
John, I've been done with the book for a while, John. Truth be told, I finished
Black
the book
Crown.
maybe like maybe 3
We're
or 4
starting it
weeks ago.
next.
It's a very good book. You guys have John. I've been done for a while. I'm just really slow about writing reviews, and I'm an a-hole. So sorry, but no, I have great opinion on. I feel like I even wrote it. Maybe I'm done or almost done with my review for it. I
cannot wait.
Have to check.
Andy started reading it without me, and I got really mad at him. So I was like, okay, well,
I didn't start. I was gonna.
Oh.
You said
I was
you
talking
did.
about starting.
You said you did.
I didn't read anything.
Anyway. we're finishing Sherlock Hamster tonight, and then we're doing it. And by the way, not that there's really anyone listening right now, but I'll make a post too, but let it be known I'm Andy's editor. Oh, I got mad at him for posting things before I edited it because I'm like, you make me look like an idiot. So
I'm the idiot.
No, you're not. You're not even close to an idiot. So I have to edit some of his stuff. But anyway, if I'm reading any Iron Age, any books at all, and I know the authors, if I find anything in your book, John, whoever, I'm going to tell you. I feel I would want to know if I had errors in my book, whether it's spelling, like if it's something where it's like, oh, that could be either or, I'm not going to say anything. But if it's like, that's the wrong version, like that's wander, not wonder, things like that, or you missed a period there, I'm going to freaking tell you. And I really hope no one gets mad at me or offended. I'm just trying to help, but you're going to get it. So not that there's anything in your book, but I'm just saying.
I pointed one out to Daniel P. Riley from in his book Jesus and I. He's like, "Oh yeah, I did that on purpose. I had to leave a couple mistakes in there." Well, all right.
Did you?
Did ya?
Did you now?
Did ya? And Douglas says that he's got some birthdays close together, so his book fund is slim. But that's all right, buddy. I think I sent you a copy a while ago on Gilded. But if not, I mean, I understand if you prefer a physical. I'm open to.
I thought we had one set aside for John already. Remember?
That was Richard.
No, we talked about.
Well, there's 2 left. So.
Yeah. Because remember, because John helped us out.
So we can send him one.
Remember? And we already talked about mailing it to him, and you were supposed to get his address.
Yeah.
We're supposed to send you. We already talked about sending you a physical copy. Our life is a mess. Send us your address, John.
Just post it in the comments, man. Along with your social, bank routing number, the whole thing.
Yeah.
Just everything.
License.
Empty that wallet. And
I do like physical books too, sir. I do like.
He's
your
like.
Schedule,
He's like. Funds are slim at the moment. We're like, empty that wallet. We're such assholes.
So,
I love it.
Yes, you'll get the physical book. I'm 100% sure because I remember having this conversation.
So real quick,
with you.
just to finish off that paragraph, according to an early tradition,
If you're a rapper and you come running raw. Lord.
Saint Valentine restored sight to the blind daughter of his jailer. Numerous later additions to the legend have better related it to the theme of love. Okay, so they added love to it later.
Yeah.
Tradition maintains that Saint Valentine performed weddings for Christian soldiers who were forbidden to marry by the Roman Empire. An 18th century embellishment to the legend claims he wrote to the jailer's daughter a letter signed "Your Valentine" as farewell before his execution. So
They go.
that makes sense.
They talk about lovebirds of early spring. Dude, love is in the air in the spring. Like there's something ingrained in humans. Like that's when we fell in love. Early spring.
Well, you survived another winter. Yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah, here, yeah. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I think it's interesting because Andy, that story still works as a.
Roll.
Oh no.
The story what? Sorry.
The story of Saint Valentine saving the blind, like giving sight to the blind daughter of his jailer. It still lines up because that's something that's an act of love, not romantic love, but a true love, like of humanity, of people, and
Selfless human love. Yeah.
well, it's like the embodiment of what Christ teaches. It's like how love your enemies. How do you do that? Well, that's a pretty strong way to do that. I think that's a pretty good declaration of that, even if it's not the love that they celebrate in Valentine's today. Ooh, what do you have there?
My D20 earrings.
Nice.
Oh, that's what that is. I couldn't see it for sure. It looks good though.
Here, let me
Oh, whoa, yeah, you can actually see it. That's cool.
It's got little star glitters, but it has a heart
little
for
glitter pieces.
the D20. Okay.
Oh, that's
What about unconditional love? Because I feel like love is definitely conditional. Like you're gonna love your kid till they're a murderer. You're gonna love a spouse till they cheat on you.
Mm-hmm.
You know? But I feel like there's just different levels of the conditions. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, like
Right.
the unconditional love is Christ's love, but that's not achievable by mortal man. We can
Right.
do.
All right.
You aim for.
Yeah,
You gotta
it's
aim
defined.
for the. It's the ideal. We don't reach it. We just aim for it.
You aspire for it. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Because then, what is it? You shoot for the moon because then you fall among the stars. Right.
Sure.
That's the saying.
It is a saying, but I've always hated that saying.
Yeah.
You know what
It
saying I
applies.
hate? I fucking
It applies.
hate it. I hate when people say, I love you to the moon and back. Shut the fuck up.
First
man.
off, that's a finite distance.
Like, oh, I love you to the moon and back. Why are people saying that?
I
Stop
gotta
it right
tax my
now.
lamp.
Oh, yeah. I reacted to that. It was
Anyway,
funny.
Sorry, guys. Go continue, Katie. Sorry.
Oh, yes. John is right.
Mm-hmm.
John is right.
I agree.
Yeah. The closest thing to unconditional love we have is the love of a child.
Well,
So
I'm pretty sure I love my son and my husband and the dogs all pretty damn equally.
true. Mhm. But we all
For
have
real.
heard about those human beings who are bad people. And I mean, they say only a mother's love or whatever is the saying or whatever, but like just as mortal people, I feel like everybody can reach a point where it's just like, okay, what are you? You know what I mean?
Well, it's tricky though, because like even the other day there was this story, like this video I saw. This teenage kid had shot somebody. He was an illegal immigrant, and he and his family were in New York City for some reason. He shot a couple of tourists, and then they're putting him in handcuffs, taking him away, and he's upset, but his mom is just in agony.
Yeah.
Because it's like
Mama.
he's done this terrible thing, but it's also my son.
Yeah.
My son,
That's
and
like
that's
heartbreaking. Yeah.
Right.
Ooh, okra.
Yeah.
again, other people are like, oh, it wasn't that bad. I'm like, no, he shot 2 people. It was pretty bad.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
that's
it doesn't
pretty
make it any
vile.
less sad. But yeah,
Right. And there's leaps and bounds between that and like Jack the Ripper or whatever. So,
Yeah.
and worse, but yeah.
yeah.
Certain Jeffreys,
Lots of
Dumb.
most
all the Jeffreys. Actually, all Jeffrey Epstein, all the Jeffreys, every Jeffrey. Oh no.
Okay, so we got a palate cleanser here.
Weeks.
Boom. Let's see. These are all kind of surprises to me too. At first, we were going through these together, but then I just kind of cut Katie loose. So I'm pretty fresh on these. Oh, hold on. We gotta change our volume so we can hear it. Let me just adjust that quick. Sorry, Kahuna, bear with us.
Oh, you're good.
I had
You're
it. I had it set up so that check. There we go. Okay.
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
see?
Oh my heck.
And this guy's a videographer. His name is Aiden Ross.
Oh my heck. And he's really doing all of this, taking pictures.
Yeah, he's taking pictures, taking videos. So, yeah, you know Los Angeles?
Yeah.
It's near there. They got robots there, too, that help them. They're robot assistants.
Yeah.
Oh.
That is amazing. This is all recently?
Yeah, this was last year.
That is really advanced.
See the flying cars right there?
Yeah.
They're half airplane, half car.
Oh my God.
And he's bugging out.
He's bugging out.
He's
Oh,
freaking out.
No.
Hey.
Oh, bro.
Oh.
That's so mean.
Okay, so that's exactly why I was wondering. Is that mean or is it just funny? Because I think it's a little bit mean, but it's also kind of cool.
It
like
depends.
if she's
It
at
depe-
the
it
end of her
depends
life,
on the
and,
people. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, if she's at the end of her life and she's got dementia, it might be like she's obviously anyone who has dealt. Jesus, anyone who's dealt with a grandparent or a loved one that has dementia or Alzheimer's really bad knows they're suffering, like constant suffering.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure not everyone is, that unfortunate. I'm sure sometimes it's like ignorant bliss maybe, but most of the time it's really frustrating and like confusing and terrible. So like if she's looking at that, like that's amazing. Like, I don't think that's wrong. It just
I think
context maybe.
I'd have
Sorry.
to know both. I'd have to know both of them because, like, there are things I could say to my one grandma that I would not
Let's
say
turn this
to my
up. I
other.
can't hear him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say that one more time.
I think it depends on the relationship. There are things I'd say to my mom's mom that I would not say to my dad's mom. 'Cause they're
Oh,
just
I
so
agree with
drastically
that.
different. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, it's like I watched a couple of slightly spicy movies with my family years ago. My grandma was not a fan, and my mom's mom says the same thing, but then she introduced me to Robin Hood Men in Tights, Fish Called Wanda, and a couple of these other very spicy humor kind of movies. I'm like, it's not that you don't like spicy humor, you just don't like it in a modern movie. You like it in older movies.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, if it's your time, it's fine, right? Is this still good?
It's not showing right now, but I can set it back up if you'd like.
Yeah. I mean, I want to keep showing videos, so you should just leave it there.
Just leave it. All right. Let's go on a little bit of a video adventure. There we go.
Person on the planet that didn't know that you can just pick a piece of fruit off of a tree and eat it.
What?
I had a friend come over a few weeks ago and she was like, Carly, why do you have a bag of lemons in your fridge? And I said, oh, well, I use lemons in my cooking a lot and sometimes I put them in my sparkling water. And she was just like, no, but why do you have a bag of lemons from the store? And I said, oh, well, sometimes I cook with them and I also put them in. And she said, no, you have a lemon tree outside. And I said, Okay. And she said, so why do you buy lemons? And I said, because I cook with them. And she said, Carly, you have a lemon tree. You just pick the lemons off the tree and you put them in your food or in your sparkling water. And I said, don't you have to do something to them? And she said, what do you mean? And I said, you don't have to do anything to the lemons? And she was very upset, which I guess I'm one of the very few people. I didn't think that I was one of the very few people.
You are.
But maybe I am one of the very few people that didn't know that there is nothing that you have to do to a lemon before you eat it from a tree. You can
He
just
has
take it
to
off
be
the tree.
like my age
Am I
or
the only
older.
I'm 28 for reference.
Okay, reference doesn't matter. I'm just gonna say right now, no, you're not one of the only few people. You are the only person.
Yeah. I
I
think
don't think it's real.
it's an yeah. She could be.
But
just like-
also, people like that exist all the time. Okay, here's a funny story for you. When I was 14 years old, I was in the ER. It was actually
That's
when
hilarious.
I had my fuck you. So I was in the ER right before my appendectomy,
Okay.
and the doctor asked me when the last time I had a bowel movement was, and I said 2 weeks ago, and he was like, you haven't pooped in 2 weeks? And I was like, oh, I thought you meant my period.
Oh.
I was 14 and I had never heard the term bowel movement before. And like I had no idea that what your bowels even were. I just like assumed it was my period they were talking about. But he looked like he. And then my older sister was laughing so hard. But
Oh, you poor thing. We all say stupid stuff when we're kids.
yeah, but lemons, you'd have to do something first.
I had a friend in
Oh.
high school who thought ladies got pregnant from the butt.
Oh my god. I've convinced dudes that women pee out of their buttholes.
yeah, it's great.
If you say shit to people, like, no, I'm serious.
Take
I
it
know.
You know, and
pee
you
out
like
of our butt.
like you're dead serious, but there's a hint of you're an idiot added in there, then people really like it's
They question their reality and then they're like, do they pee out of
yeah. Can you put this back on so we can do videos, babe?
Yeah, it's good to go. You hear that?
Oh, that's okay.
She's not real. Yeah, maybe she is, but that's
You skip.
Let's watch some disturbing shit.
Well,
Elyria, Ohio. Police go to raid a home and serve a warrant as part of what they called an ongoing criminal investigation.
dear.
As you can see, they showed up rolling pretty deep. They
Holy
take
crap.
positions up in front of the door and prepare to enter. While that's happening inside, Courtney and her 17-month-old Waylon, who has several health issues, he is on a ventilator, are just going about their day. Waylon is sitting on the floor watching Miss Rachel. Courtney is in the next room preparing a bottle for his feeding. That's when she says she hears what she describes as a very loud knocking at the front door.
Can't understand
She's not
shit.
going to announce that they're police. She actually thought that it was a family member banging, kind of joking around. As she walks toward the front door, she sees police through the window, but before she can react, they come in.
oh wow.
What
Courtney
the hell?
says they're smashing out windows. There's guns drawn. She's grabbed and put in cuffs. And in the melee, she says she sees the window to the room where her son was laying and smoke coming out of it. And she believes that a flashbang has gone off in there and that her child could very well be harmed. She begins crying to check on her child. And she claims that police seem very dismissive and uncaring about what's going on. Now, after what Courtney seems to describe as like a pretty long time, her son is brought out. Paramedics on scene check him. They use a stethoscope and say he sounds clear. She says he does not sound clear to her. And they do take him to a hospital just to be sure. A doctor at the hospital eventually diagnoses Waylon with chemical pneumonitis and a chemical reaction in his eyes. And with his pre-existing conditions, this complicates things, and his mother is understandably upset. Now, I feel at this point, there's a few people who are saying, okay, sure, but why were the police there? What did they do to bring the police there? And the answer is nothing. The police were looking for someone who was a former tenant at that address, who hadn't lived there in over a year. And Courtney's aunt actually said on, she believes, 5 occasions, police had come to their address asking about this person, and she had informed them, that person doesn't live here any longer. I don't know who that person is. I've never met that person. Now, people started asking questions, so the police released a statement. This is from their Facebook. They said, during the tactical operation, 2 diversionary devices, commonly known as flashbangs, were deployed outside of the residence. These devices
Inside.
produce a sound and light
Inside, yeah.
that is noticeable in day or night conditions and are intended to distract the suspect's attention. They say they...
Did you want to say something?
Okay. I
Yeah.
am super upset about it. Time and time again, we see videos like this, and we really need to talk about it more. And of course, like, I am not one of those like ACAB motherfuckers. Like, I have respect for people. I don't have respect for you because you're a cop. I'll treat you with respect if you're treating me with respect, you know. Like, I've gotten attitudes with cops that were dicks to me, and I've been super respectful to them. It, you know, and so this is just really frustrating because of her baby, obviously, and how she's telling them this is an old tenant.
Yeah.
I rent here now. I don't know who that is. And then they so obviously lie about the flashbangs. Like, no, you mean inside the residence. And it reminds me of that meme where the police chief's like, we've investigated ourselves and cleared ourselves of any wrongdoing. You know, they're just going to say whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah.
We don't have to watch the rest of that video, of course, but it's just, you know, one of those things that's like, holy shit, you know, this is going on and we need to know about it.
I have some very strong opinions on this situation, and I can't say them on YouTube, but
Okay.
I
Can you dance around it at all or summarize it maybe? Perhaps?
I think
TLDR.
if she had the ability and the awareness to defend herself very effectively with tools that Americans are allowed to possess,
Yes.
she would have been in the right.
Yes. I agree.
Right.
I agree.
But that's not how it would go down. And, you know, it would, if she would have killed a cop, she'd be in prison. Who knows about her baby? It's so scary.
Yeah.
It's so scary to just be a mom and a parent and a dad and a person.
You know, did you know the CIA still considers Ruby Ridge a success? If you're not familiar with Ruby Ridge,
I'm years beyond caring what the CIA
Long-
thinks about anything.
You can tell me about
long story short, a Green Beret moves to the country, right?
Yeah.
The government gets wind of this.
I know about it.
Yeah,
I don't care what
Yeah.
if the CIA thinks it was a success. They're full of it.
Yeah. They consider it that for some reason. But yeah. For those who are not familiar, you can look into Ruby Ridge. It's interesting. But yeah, like
It's horrible and becoming it's almost like a blueprint for stuff that's happening more commonly.
yeah, kind of similar to that what we just listened to.
Yep.
Yeah,
Have you heard of that one family? There was a family years ago that were like they turned off all their services and they tried to raid the property but then they fought back and said this is our land and they became self-sustaining and like stayed there and like guarded their property and the government can't really do anything about it.
that is fascinating. I love stories like that. You know, I saw something earlier today about how there was like a community garden and hundreds of businesses and community members agreed with the garden being there, and they grew food and stuff and fed everybody, and the government just kind of came in and plowed it all over, turned it into pavement and stuff, and it just like goes to show you need to move out to the country and like just grow your own food and don't tell anybody.
Wonder loves to stash things. So I'm over there and he fucking pulls a dog toy out from under his pack and play mattress and then tries to put it in my mouth.
You know, as you do.
Yeah, as
Get out of here, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
man.
Do you want to pick the next one or do you want to just roll this one? It's not going. By the way.
What? Okay.
Yeah.
This one?
Yep.
Okay. And
then back to that and play.
Good after fucking.
Is not going to be beneficial.
I understand. I'm already fired, Anne. So let me speak my piece and let me get what I want out of it. Because you know what, I would like to understand why I'm being fired. I'm not trying to be argumentative. I'm not trying to. I understand what I understand. You're firing me. I get that. I understand that we're no longer. I don't even want to work for the co-op after this. But I would like to know a reason.
Alex?
Yes, Anne.
We don't have to give you a reason. We're not continuing down this path.
I understand you don't have to give me a reason, Anne. I understand legally you don't have to give me a reason, Anne. But morally, as a cooperative, a community-driven cooperative, to treat your employees this way, to not give them a reason, is just so unacceptable of the business practices of a
and we don't need to listen to his whole thing.
Yeah.
But is it really illegal? Or it's not. You don't have to tell people.
It depends on the state. It depends on the state.
Yeah.
My goodness, because that's
Yeah.
just crazy. Like
Yeah.
they should
It's
have to tell you.
Example, in Hawaii, you have ways, like if you mistreat your employees, you can get in a lot of trouble as a manager or an employer. In Washington, those laws don't exist.
Wow. It's crazy. Well, we should talk a lot during this because of the music. I think this might
Oh yeah.
fucked up, babe.
Oh yeah, okay.
So you should just skip this one.
This one's just a lady catching her dude
And you-
cheating on her
Oh, that sucks.
on their Ring
no,
doorbell.
idiot.
Like you're stupid enough to cheat on your own home camera. Cool.
Yeah. Good for her finding
I
it.
have some insight into this. Most of the time when guys cheat, it's someone who is just around. They don't seek out they're not smart about it. They're like, who's somebody I see fairly often? Oh, you, sure, why not? You're close by.
I do not understand the thought process behind cheating. Definitely been accused of it. But also, if you're an international model who fucking going wherever, you're gonna get accused of that.
I feel like the problem is like with the modeling industry, there's so many kind of like weird things that happen behind the scenes anyway. It just makes it like adds stigma to people like you who are just trying to like live your life and do a good job.
Yeah, like the thought of cheating on Andy would never, not anyone but like in general, I never look at anyone and I'm like, oh, they're attractive. I actually have to get to know a person to think they're, attractive to me, even like physically, like or appearance wise. Like when I met Andy, I remember thinking that I liked his smile, but I wasn't like, he's hot, that's just not how I operate. But so I'm not like that anyway. I couldn't imagine.
That's partially a female thing, but it's also a personality thing a little bit.
I just couldn't do it. There's nothing about another person that would ever top, what I have anyway. So, and if you're not
and even if the grass looks greener on the other side for a second, it's not worth giving up everything that you've worked for and everything that you've committed to.
Yeah, the grass is greener where you water it.
That's a great saying. I've never heard it before, actually. It's true.
Oh, really? Yeah. The grass,
Yeah.
the grass is greener where you water it, man. So, yeah, some people are just stupid, of course. But I think
some people. Yeah, I feel like maybe we need to expand that a little bit.
So many people. I've been with people where I look back and I'm like, ugh, definitely, ugh. And I still wasn't like, oh, I'm going to cheat on this person. And not that people like go out. Well, I mean, some people probably act like that. I don't know. It's just beyond me, you know. It's so easy to just like end it. If you're to the point of cheating, your relationship's over. So just end it. That's basically, it's so simple to me in those terms, you know.
Well, you're different, Katie, because a lot of women, in the modern world, they're kind of raised with this belief. I don't think it's even on purpose. It's just a consequence of how the modern world is. But they're raised to think that they can have it all. They think they can eat their cake and have it too, and it just doesn't. It's not the reality. But the problem is like enough guys don't want to give up the relationship, so it does work out that way. Even if they get caught.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, men cheat too, for sure.
They do.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm not.
People.
Yeah, I'm not saying men don't. I was just speaking to the
No, I
female dynamic of that relationship.
Yeah.
Most guys know that if they get caught cheating, it's probably it.
That's done. Yeah, that's done.
And I think that some of it is absolutely self-sabotage, regardless of what gender you are. Like, you just want it to be done with, and that's a shitty way to end it, but it's a way to end it.
Yeah.
What's this?
Is this the drunk guy again or someone else?
I like it. No music. I like it.
Oh, it's them. It's the same people, but it's them talking about cheating, and then he does. It doesn't matter.
I'm an ICU nurse, and when I tell people I'm an ICU nurse, the question they always ask me is, what is the craziest thing you've ever seen? And I've realized that I don't even have to say something that's crazy in order for a non-nurse to be sent into a coma. Like, I'm about to share this story with you guys. Every single nurse has a story like this, but if you've never worked in nursing or you've never worked in healthcare at the bedside ever in your life, you would be shocked. So I have this patient and they're intubated, they're not sedated, not really doing much neurologically, but can still move.
I just want to say, if you're not sedated and you're intubated, holy fuck.
Yeah.
Their extremities. This patient is a wiggly worm, okay? I have to get him cleaned up for a bath.
Wonder
and
why.
Literally with every little movement I do to this patient, they're trying to punch me. They're trying to kick me. Like, it's not on purpose, but they are trying to beat my ass.
Sedate them.
Whatever. As we turn this patient to the side, I see a little turd in their butthole. It's not all the way out. It's just peeking out. I'm like, okay, they have to poop. Good. Let it out. Not a big deal. Don't care. Get that poop out. So I'm staring at the patient's butthole so I can know when they're done pooping, except their butthole just grows and grows and grows, and the poop just gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yes.
Y'all, it's probably the size of a tennis ball.
Damn.
Full diameter. And I'm seeing their butthole stretch out to the size of a tennis ball to get this hard ass tennis ball poop out.
Oops, sorry.
Okay, they get the first tennis ball poop out. I see their butthole close up. Oh, guess what's opening again? Their butthole. Guess what's coming out again? Another tennis ball size poop turd. And these are like, they're hard balls of stool. I'm like, damn. I feel bad because I know this is a lot of work, and I'm watching literally butthole open, butthole close, another turd. Probably like 3 or 4 tennis ball turds came out, and I'm like, okay, great job. Get the patient cleaned up, fresh sheets, fresh gown, you know. As soon as we finish getting the patient together, like they're clean, they look good, they shart.
Yeah.
Yeah, they shart.
There you go.
A big shart. I'm like, damn. So we turn the patient, get him cleaned up again, and they are still sharting. Like with every fart, spray poop comes out. And
Okay, we don't need to listen to the rest because we got it. You're just pooping all over the place. But if you
John
didn't see that coming, wow. Because for someone to shit out softball-sized poops like that unassisted, there's probably some mad diarrhea fucking pushing that shit out. Like, I would just, I feel like I would have just seen that coming, right? Am I right, John?
Under pressure.
Like, wouldn't you just assume there's something like... Okay.
Yeah.
I once had to disimpact a patient and she had enough stool in her to put into a pile the size of a bowling ball. I believe it.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
Good timing, RJ.
Hey,
Really
RJ.
was full of shit.
Yeah, she's
You
full of shit.
came in when we're just talking about poopies.
Sometimes you just
Hello.
have a shitty day. Sometimes
Wow.
you just have a shitty day.
Code
Oh,
Brown.
Code Brown. All right, let's see what we got here.
I have
This
stories
might be
anyway.
wholesome, but we'll see. We'll see. How you guys liking this so far? This is kind of a new thing we're trying out.
Yeah, we're working
Just,
out the kinks. It's a good time.
So everyone, I recently discovered something about having a Belgium, and that's
Oh,
that's a balloon. If you want to get them super tired, because you know these dogs are super active,
They need
you
a
just gotta
job.
give them a balloon
Yeah.
and make them try to catch it. I'll show you guys right now, but you guys have to make them catch it, and well, that'll get them really tired. I swear, like 10 minutes and they're done.
Such an orky.
You just got to make sure you get the pieces of the balloon after they pop it. Make sure they don't.
yeah,
do any of it.
they'll choke on it. Yeah.
Yeah. I have no doubt they love this though. I'm probably gonna try this. Yeah, for sure.
You should, Andy. You should let the dog try it first. Actually.
Yeah, I mean, it looks too fun not to go first. I mean, I
Over
might
here.
have to just, might just have to assert some dominance and take the
Everyone,
first,
I recently discovered
take the first
something-
try on that game.
These dogs are like that though. You, honest to God, like they will be like, and they still haven't had enough.
Yeah, they'll overclock it.
Hi, I'm Well That Is Strange, and this is my new account. A few days ago, I shared some fucked up things that were being sold on a third-party selling website, and I made a video about it and exposed it to the world because people needed.
She's talking about Etsy, and it's the same shit like that Wayfair, you know, like
Wafer scandal,
selling chillins.
chillins, younglings.
Yeah, selling younglings. Yeah. So
I've
anyway,
heard about this. Yeah.
okay, so listen to this.
to know what was going on. The video reached almost 4 million people in 2 days. And it wasn't an assumption. It was in plain English what was happening on this website. But my nearly perfect standing account got banned today. In 2 years of having my account, I've only had 3 to 4 account violations, and I've never had an account warning. I was also contracted through TikTok to make commercials for them for apps, and without any warning whatsoever, they banned my account permanently today. And in the past few days, I've noticed really weird things happening in my personal life. But yesterday morning, right before my account was banned, I kept getting calls at my workplace on my work phone. I would answer the phone with my company greeting, and nobody would respond. They would just breathe on the other end and then hang up. It happened 4 or 5 times before I just stopped answering the phone, and then 2 hours later, my account was banned. And then the day of posting the video, I went to my nephew's basketball practice, and a man showed up 20 minutes after practice started. He was dressed really nice, and he was bald, and
They always
was
are.
really strange looking. And when basketball practice was over, he left without a kid. And I noticed him
That's
looking
weird.
at me
It's a
several
creepy
times
detail.
when I would look up the bleachers
And he was
my
looking at
daughter
her?
running back and forth on the bleachers. I just want to say that I'm not diving any deeper into this. You got your point across. But this is my new profile, so if you want to follow me on here, I'll be posting daily like always.
It's the kind
So-
of thing that's everything can be explained, but it's still there's a lot. It's too much all at once.
There's a lot of people that die, and it's really mysterious. So, like, Andy and I have actually found videos from people. I think we watched Nuke's Top 5 and, you know, different, like, scary videos and things like that. And there's been a few times where people have made videos about stuff and actually, like, died super mysteriously.
Yeah.
It's a thing, but it could be paranoia. It could be a little bit of both.
Right.
Yeah. The truth is, sometimes stuff just happens, but it's also not unfathomable that people would want to dispose of people. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know that there are now armed IRS agents in all 50 states?
Yeah.
Did you know
Yeah.
that?
All 50.
Feel free to check my information. It's all legit. Did you know that the IOF
Okay. I thought it's
trains
recent.
our police, specifically the police in Georgia? Look up a program called GILEE, GILEE. Shit's terrifying. Did you know about it? Did you know that in Ferguson, when protesters were having a hard time grappling with the police, do you know that Palestinians were the ones who told them how to deal with the weapons that the police were using because they were used on Palestinians first? They were tested on Palestinians first to make sure that they were effective when they used them on U.S. citizens. Did you know?
I don't want to just. I saw someone. Okay. All right. Off work, RJ. Have a good night. Drive
Take it easy,
safe.
RJ.
Thanks for tuning in.
Peace.
Did you know that our tax dollars go to making sure that Israel has
I was gonna say,
healthcare and education and all the shit that we've been asking
as soon as
for
she
here,
mentioned Palestine,
but
I was like,
can't have because they tell us we don't have the money for it. Did you know that they have it because of our tax dollars? Did you know that?
Well, of course.
Did you know that Palestinians don't have a military? They don't have
They kinda
branches of
do.
a military.
I kind of do. Not officially.
It's called guerrilla
It's
warfare.
different.
You fight with who you have and what you have. And
Yeah.
they ain't got a lot. Did you know that? Did you know that through all of the aid that we send to Israel, that if we'd kept all that aid and used it here in the U.S., we could have eradicated so many problems that we have, including being unhoused, the unhoused crisis.
Same with
This goes through for all of the aid we send everywhere.
yeah,
but-
same with like Ukraine and everything.
So this is just going to be one of those.
Yeah, she's
If you've got pets, you're going to want to stick around for this.
Oh, this is
So
cute.
my wife has come up with the life hack of life hacks. You see, about 10 years ago, I ran into the crazy dog lady, and well, I ended up marrying her, and yeah, now we have 3 dogs.
Hell yeah.
Favorite price of dog bed? They're like
Yeah.
$100 if you want a big one. If you've got big dogs like we do. And it seems like every year she comes home with a new dog, so we've got to come up with a cheaper way to
Is
bed
it me?
these dogs.
Is he married to
My
me?
wife has
Oh.
dog sitting for about the last 5 years, and she picked up this little trick from a friend she knows. Mary, show us how it works.
All right, so since we've had our kids, I've been super thrifty on Facebook, and if you know anybody who is done having babies, you know these crib mattresses are pretty damn near impossible to sell and even give away.
That's a good idea.
So I got 2 of them for free, and one of them I think I paid $30 for. And
Yep.
you can get these waterproof.
Yeah, we should do that.
For
For
sure.
sure. For sure.
It's a smart idea.
Yeah.
Friend invited her to sit in front of her store after it closed to sell her new book, and this is what happened.
This is my first novel in 13 years, and it's about time I get back to writing.
Yo.
It's about that
Indie
lady
Grammy.
in front that won't stop drinking out of a toxic pond.
Hi guys.
It's kind of interesting. Hello,
Who gave you this one, Megan?
Jan.
I've learned to be a challenge and start to move around.
That being said, she didn't believe her.
I'm just saying, even though Jan does give you permission, yet she can give you permission for it.
I think
Get
we
the
need to come
fuck
together
out of here.
and
Yeah.
support one another.
Leave Indie Granny alone.
Video, share it, make Brenda feel better, and if you really want to make a difference, buy the book. 100% of the proceeds go to her. Give Brenda all the love you can, because just look at her face when this happens. So we packed up and just went home because it's just this was uncalled for.
So
I will light
what's
someone
what's
on
going
fucking
on? I
fire
missed
over Brenda. So Brenda, she has Parkinson's and she wrote a novel, and her friend who owns the store, or at least leases it, but the store owner said that she could sell the book out front, and some Karen had to say she didn't believe them and give them a hard time until they packed up and left. And she was just there to sell and sign her book. And I will do things that are going to get our account banned to some motherfucker for this. Man, I'm so tired of people.
Yeah.
Oh, it makes
There's
me
a-
so
there's
mad.
a-
Look at that beautiful woman, and she's just trying to freaking share her book. Get the fuck out of here, man.
It was a. What were
Yeah.
you gonna say, Kahuna? What were you gonna say?
Oh, it's just there's so like there are situations online that are sometimes misrepresented. That's not what this is, but it's just there's so many people. Like Karen is a great term for it. There's so many Karens in the world when it comes and like for this, really, this is upsetting somebody. How?
Right.
It's such a dumb thing to get upset about.
Recently,
Holy
in
crap.
one of our my local mamas group for the valley were in here, someone was complaining about someone begging for money and playing, it was like a violin or guitar or something, and I'm like, it's called busking. And she was mad about all of the traffic it was creating in the parking lot. I'm like, someone's busking. They are making music. They're putting some goodness into the world, and you're gonna come on here and be pissed about it. Dude, I ripped her a new one, and like everyone agreed with me, and we made her look really stupid, and I hope she fucking learned from it. Anyway. Fucking people.
My only
Who's mad
my
about
only
these?
thought was I think her book cover is pretty cool.
Oh yeah. Something about
Hey,
toxic pond water.
Yeah.
We should find her
Is that
stuff.
is that an AI cover? It kind of looks like it could be.
Well, even if it is, this is an
Yeah,
example.
I'm
Okay.
I'm not judging. I'm just I was
Right.
just curious for my own sake. Yeah.
No, this is actually that's a good mention. That's a good mention, Kahuna. This lady has Parkinson's, and she has a whole story in her mind that she needed to get out. Like she likes writing stories and storytelling. Maybe she looks kind of down on her luck. Maybe she can't afford an artist. She can't exactly do the art herself. She has Parkinson's.
It's
So,
called Pond Water.
Pond Water by who?
I'm getting there.
Yeah, Pond Water. But yeah.
So Ryan Maletti was the guy who was on that TikTok. He helped her, and her name is Brenda. It fucking disappeared. God, hold on. Brenda Fire Eagle Biddex.
Whoa.
Biddex. Brenda Fire Eagle Biddex.
That's
Her name's Fire Eagle. That's pretty fire.
Dude, that goes
And
hard.
It's yeah. It's just called Pond Water.
Dude, Indie Granny
Oh,
goes
and
hard.
It doesn't show.
The Indie Granny
It's
goes
But yeah,
hard.
so everyone support
it's
her.
like what should we call you? Fire Eagle.
Fire Eagle Parkinson's.
Fire Eagle of the Iron Age.
Oh, I love
Yes.
it, dude.
And by the way, she is IronAge, even if she doesn't even know Iron Age exists.
Yeah, she
There,
is.
there you go. And she's out there grinding.
We should add that to our next list, actually.
Oh, sure, Fire Eagle.
Yeah.
Toss Fire Eagle in there. Let's do it.
All right.
Fire Eagle.
Listen up, because I've got a super sad story to tell.
Yeah.
You, but
Shut the
the
fuck
story
up.
can help you and your family safe. I was hired to do a home inspection. One of the ancillary tests that I offer is to do radon testing in homes. And it was an inspection in Oxford, New York, and we did a radon test, and the results came back at 64 picocuries. Picocuries is the levels of radon, how they measure it. 64 is the highest level that I've ever detected. And when the results were published and given to the realtors, I was told that the sellers of the home, it's an elderly couple, both have lung cancer and are selling their home to pay their medical bills. Let that sink in for a second. Radon gas in homes is the #1 cause of lung cancer if you take smoking out of the equation. Don't laugh it off, because radon is serious business. And to learn that these people...
Yeah. Radon, which we knew about. At least, did you know about radon?
I've heard it before.
Oh, it's gas that's like everywhere in the ground.
Nice.
He kind of goes through it if you want to.
You interested in radon, Kahuna?
Not enough to keep watching. The first time I heard about
Right.
it was from The Office because Michael.
Oh my God.
He thought they were
He's
ant
like,
traps.
dude,
Yeah.
fucking hilarious.
I love that
So he's
show.
like, I told them they're not ant traps, and then Michael's like, the last one I knew about. I just want, I it pissed me off.
I have to go on here on my TikTok real fast and actually find a specific video to like, because this goddamn is so fucking funny. Oh, I do have it saved. Fuck, I gotta find it. Hold on. How do I find that just one video, baby, like this.
Yeah, just navigate TikTok.
Okay.
I don't know how to do it.
So I gotta make this bigger. I apologize. Where is it?
Oh, it's not shared right
here.
now. We're just starting.
I
off
know,
with
good. This is my favorite video ever. It's fucking ridiculous. All right, everyone. Oops. Ready? Oops. God damn it. Why does it start playing on me?
It goes right to some copyrighted music that's going to get our stream tanked. That's lovely. Thank you, TikTok, for just going to something else and tanking our stream live. Thanks, TikTok. Is this even your bookmark shit? Why are we looking at this?
Sound. Why is she making?
Yeah, it's
right
extremely
here.
loud. Yeah. There we go.
Or whatever, it don't matter to me because I'm about dead anyway, so what I give a shit? What the hell do I care? I don't.
I don't.
I don't give a goddamn how famous I am or whatever.
Half
It don't matter to me 'cause I'm about dead anyway.
I don't give a damn. Half ham Sam. Almost dead anyway.
I don't.
I don't. I don't care.
You know, he's the best person to have in a like a Mexican shootout. He can keep one eye on each. He can keep one eye on his opponents. He's like, I've got my eyes on y'all.
So fucking cute, dude.
I
I
have
love
to
it.
anyway.
Her
I
name
like-
is
what do you
Miss
care?
Steele, and I follow that dog's TikTok.
Okay,
Every
is this
single
your
year.
bookmark stuff, or is this just
I think so,
garbage?
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
But because I bookmarked that because she was like, ah, when she's flipping
Do you remember
around.
this guy?
I have extremely poor friends who pay to.
Okay, yeah, this is informative, but I don't know what the fuck this is. Oops.
So you don't recognize this? This is not your bookmarks?
I'm fucked up.
We just got derailed to
Fucked up. Jimmy,
random TikTok stuff,
you ain't fucked
babe.
up. But that shit's getting awfully close to the moon. You see it?
Huh. That's weird.
Fuck
Yeah, it
fucked
is.
up. Our government is fucked up.
Government took my baby.
Look at that shit.
Bam.
What is that shit?
Look at it.
Isn't that
Look at the fucking
SpaceX?
smoke ring.
No, those like are.
Are you
Remember like
fucking
Kenna's video?
shitting me?
You have a.
Yeah, we saw a
drunk
weird
ass
thing
redneck.
camping.
It's like the
Like 4 or 5
sound
months
barrier
ago.
there.
Videoing some fucking shit.
You saw what?
Oh, we saw a weird thing in the sky when I was camping. Like, talked to people in like 5 or 6 different fires. Everybody saw it. And look,
What, dude? You don't
people
have
are
to do
saying
that
it was
every
Starlink,
freaking time
but
because
yeah.
I'm gonna keep playing.
Okay. Sure.
Okay, what did it look like? Sorry.
It looked like a train that was like 200 or 300 miles long in the sky, and it would fade in and out and travel
Damn.
across. It looked like a whole bunch of train cars lit up. It was really
So it was
never
probably
seen
that probably was the Starlink satellites then.
Yeah, that's what people said, but it doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
It probably. I think it probably was, and it just looked weird from our angle, but it
Yeah.
did move really, really unusually.
Yeah, my friend, I was on the phone with her and she like almost shit herself and she had to hang up to take a video and then we were like, holy fuck. And then we were, someone commented and found out it was the Starlink. We were.
What the hell?
Yep.
Dog.
That's how it is. Oh, good. More music. Can you skip it?
Blind Fury.
Because YouTube will tank it. Anything with music, we should just skip right away.
Oh, come on, dude.
I don't know if it's copyrighted or not.
It's not. It's just a motherfucker on TikTok, dude.
They literally
It's
won't.
fucking Nubs and Nasty Trap Banger off the top. Action beat.
I can't believe that's a sentence that was just said.
I know, right? What is going?
Oh, it's a filter.
Oh. Oh my God.
That's
Is it-
that's
Is it
horrifying.
is it the Gollum filter or what?
It looks like
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Turns him into Schmeagol.
What do you say when you take a drink?
Schmeag it up. Say my precious. Say my precious.
You gotta balance out the liquor with the water. You keep from being too drunk and leave the food alone.
Dude, a Gollum face filter is the best.
It's because
Mike, you having fun?
Oh my God.
Amazing.
Oh dear God.
Yeah!
Oh,
This is my
wow.
second time
Are we gonna get copyrighted for that?
I don't think so. I don't know.
exclusive here at Goddard Park at the Cool Cat Karaoke. Missy's funky white sister is in the park! Is it worth it? Let me work it. I put my thing down.
Oh,
Let me
yeah.
Reverse it. He's chirping and if it's win yip. He's chirping and if it's win yip. If you got a big, let me search you. Find out how hard I gotta work you. He's chirping and if it's win yip. He's chirping and if it's win yip. I like to get to know you, so I can show you. Pussy, I told you. Give me all your number so I can phone you. Your girl acts stinks, then call me over. Not on the bed, lay me on your sofa. Call before you come.
This is better than the real concert, I think.
How does this person exist? What's the story?
They just really like.
See my ass and my lips don't touch. I lost a few pounds in
Is
my
that a
lips
goat
for
horn?
ya. This kind of
It is.
No, it's
You guys are ruining your masterpiece.
She's gonna say blah blah blah. Work it. I need a glass of water. Boy, oh boy, it's good to know ya. Is it worth it? Let me work it. Pull my thing now, flip it and reverse it. He's chirping and if it's win yip. He's chirping and if it's win
Wow.
yip. If you got a big.
Where's her 8 Mile movie?
Find out how hard
Right.
I gotta work ya. He's chirping and if it's win yip.
She could have been
He's
like
chirping and if it's win yip.
rap battling
If you're a
Eminem.
fly girl, get your nails done, get a pedicure, get your hair did. Boy, lift it up, let's make a toaster. Let's get drunk, it's gonna bring us closer. Don't I look like a Halle Berry poster? Sitting over there playing tricks on ya. Girlfriend wanna be like me, never.
Oh, work it.
Yeah.
I make it hot as
Grooving.
Las Vegas weather. Listen up close while I take it backwards. Each I'm not a prostitute.
Open this pit up.
Love your braids and your mouth full of pump. Love the way my ass go bump, 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 bump. Keep your eyes on my bump, 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 bump. You think you can handle it, so don't, don't, don't. Keep it going off when my ass go boom.
That's hilarious.
See what I can. Is it worth
The car in the background just adds to it.
This has got to be a fun family, right?
Right. Is this grandma or mom?
Oh, this has got to be Graham. This has to
That's
be.
fucking Mima, dude.
Mima. Mima, get up there and do the rap battle thing.
Hey, Ma.
Boys, all types of boys. Black, white, Puerto Rican, Chinese boys.
China. What the?
Chinese boys.
China. Girls, get the cash.
All right.
Holy
I want to turn it up a little.
I got to play. You're going to be in real trouble. You're sitting in the car. I need to park here.
No, I'm parking here. I live here.
Well, get out. You
What?
don't have a car pass.
I do, and it's not your business. I live here.
You're here a lot, and I see you. You don't live here. And even so, I need to park here.
That's not how it works.
It's not how it works.
You are
Your mother.
disgusting.
Your mother. Your mother.
She's like,
Dude, this guy's based. Your mother.
also, like she's like I see you here a lot. You don't.
but
live
you
here.
don't live here.
Yeah, you're here every night at 6 p.m. I know. Yeah, but you don't live
No,
here.
I'm parking here. I live here.
And
Well, get out.
we gotta
You don't
clip
have
that,
a
your
car
mother.
pass.
I do, and it's not your business. I live here.
I'm gonna use that.
I live here.
You're here a lot, and I see you.
Your
You
mother.
don't live here. And even so, I need to park
Oh,
here.
Nathan,
I like her.
stop.
I like the line "Get out."
Right.
Your mother.
Your
She
mother.
clutches her pearls in 3. There we go.
See her, the mouth drop. The
My
shell.
pearls have been clutched.
Dumb bitch.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is my first TikTok video.
Nice.
And unfortunately, I have to make it.
Unfortunately, it's true.
I work
I'm
at
scared.
Platinum Pet Treats on 1880 Hostel Road in Northbrook, Illinois.
Okay.
And what I'm forced to do, as you see in front of me here, there are a lot of tags. What those tags are expiration dates that are on our products.
This is an old video, you guys.
Oh.
These are ones that I saved a long time ago, so we're going the wrong way.
Oh.
But that's okay.
Y'all, I've had a series of fucking panic attacks at fucking work today.
I think we're at the bottom now.
We are not supposed to live
Must
like
be.
this, y'all. We are not supposed to fucking go into work afraid to show your face because you've been fucking ugly crying in the bathroom. Like, what the fuck? Like,
Right.
I'm on lunch and I don't want to go fucking back in, y'all. We shouldn't have to struggle so fucking hard and then struggle to operate, struggle to
Anyway. Okay, hold on. Let's find.
What's going on? Oh,
Theo Vaughn. Yeah.
oh yeah, Theo.
Turn off for me, can't swim. If you can't swim, honey, I mean, the earth is 80% water.
This
So-
dude's based right here.
Yeah,
about this.
Theo's the man.
Yeah, you can't swim. Get the fuck
There's a
out of here.
tsunami, and so you're trying to get on my back.
Dude,
Bye, bitch.
he's great.
I'm doing me. I'm doing me.
I'm
You
doing
know what I'm
me.
saying? I ain't your floaty.
He said some
I ain't
off,
nobody
he said some
floaty.
off-kilter shit.
Turn off for me.
Yeah, dude.
Can't swim.
Yeah.
That's
true.
his thing, though. Is
But-
he's yeah,
But he won't fuck with people that can't swim. I dig it.
yeah. You gotta help people not drown.
For me, like if a chick's willing to learn how to swim, cool. If she's not,
Yeah.
no, absolutely not.
Let the horses
Yeah,
hit the floor.
If you'll never swim, then that's a different story. But I'm down
A lot
to
of
save
people have
somebody
been
from
asking
drowning. You know.
All right, this is a good one.
me why I think so many millennials and Gen Z folks are getting into off-grid
That might
living,
mess with our
homesteading,
volume.
van life, that kind of stuff. So let's talk about it. You ever been in a relationship with a liar? I mean, like a dyed-in-the-wool, lies about stupid things, habitual liar. I mean, the ones that can't even help themselves. The relationship goes a little something like this. They tell you a lie, you question the lie. They tell you another lie to cover that lie up. You question it. And when it becomes abundantly clear that they can no longer lie to you, they attack you or your character to anyone who will listen. That also describes the relationship between our society as a whole and the younger generation. The older generations basically destroyed the economy, strip mined all of the future wealth and opportunity, as well
Oh,
as
this guy's
and most
laying it down.
importantly, hope through their voting practices, both politically and with their wallets through investments and what they valued. They also gave away a ton of their personal liberties in exchange for
Yeah.
convenience and security right now, not even
Mhm.
taking into consideration what that was going to mean for future generations.
Yeah.
All the while, they told the younger generation all they had to do was get good grades, go to college, get a good job, and they too will have the American dream. They'll be able to buy a house, start a family, put money aside for retirement, and live the good life. That was a lie. When the younger generation, with almost
Yeah.
infinite information at their
Right.
fingertips to look up facts, started to question it, and it became clear to society that they could no longer perpetuate that lie, society went on the attack. They called them lazy,
Yeah.
and they said that it was because they bought avocado toast and lattes every day that they were never going to have anything in the future. And then one day, they were on the internet and they came across a tutorial for how to grow avocados, how to make your own sourdough bread, how to steam milk. And they realized they
Right.
could make their own avocado toast.
Iron
They could make their own
Age.
lattes. And they didn't have to work all day and night just to
Iron
make enough money to afford to keep a roof
Fucking
over their
A.
head and still afford to pay for a couple of the things that they felt made life worth it. So they started looking for a different path forward. They found and followed people like my friend, the Greenwich Homestead, who teaches you how to grow all your own food without having to buy a bunch of that chemically
Lit.
tainted stuff you get at the store. They found and followed people like my friends at B&R Homestead, who teach you how to raise chickens and bake your own sourdough bread. And they found and followed people like me, who teach you how to acquire land for a fraction of the cost that it takes to live in an apartment piled on top of 100 other people who are in the same position while also
Yep.
teaching you how to make your own solar array and live off the grid. They set
Teaching,
out to
just in general.
learn how to provide for themselves without having to fall for the lie that they've been told their whole life. Here's the thing about a liar. Their lies only work so long as you don't seek out and find the truth. And that society requires your dependence and reliance to stay relevant. The younger generations may not want to work their entire lives away without a glimmer of hope just to make up for the mistakes and misdeeds of their mothers and fathers. And society, at its most defensive, can call them lazy for that. But two things that they are not is quiet and stupid. In the last couple of years, they started hearing that they didn't have to be reliant or dependent either, and that got their attention. So I think that is why they look to creators in the off-grid living and homesteading world and ask how. And I, for one, am going to do everything I can to answer that question. And honestly, I can't wait to see what they do with everything else that they find out.
That's probably the best video so far, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's stuff I've kind of heard before, but it's just it's true and it's really solid.
Right.
Yeah, I like how he actually threw down some sources.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good
that's
metaphor.
true. But he also laid down his friends at like the homesteading and different, places where we can actually go seek out and learn just from this video. Him and 2 other sources, and I thought that was pretty cool.
And he's just preaching. I know it's to like prop up his business or whatever, but it's still to it's like educational, and he's like stressing about learning and stuff. So I'm all about that. It's cool. Very Iron Age compliant.
Yeah. Whoa! Look at that.
Oh
no!
Yeah.
What a good boy and a silly.
This
Gotta
is
watch
like
again.
this is like any military breed, and then a golden retriever.
Yeah.
Oh wait, yo, that makes so much sense. It's a golden doodle.
It's a golden doodle.
A golden retriever is smart and loving. A golden doodle is terribly dumb and also loving.
It's like time to play.
Oh, dude, it's so
Oh my god, I got my job to do. I'm taking it so seriously. Look at me. Oh my god.
Hey guys,
I still got the bag. I'm still doing it.
I am cleaning. Ignore this one thing they wouldn't stay on, so I taped it. But in the middle of cleaning, I hear like a door shut, and I'm whispering because I'm kind of weirded out. Louis in the living room by himself, but I hear this door slam, and then I swear I thought I heard like me say like hello or hey or something. So I'm trying to wait and see if it does it again because I'm a nervous laugher. So
No.
I heard it when I was on my phone, but our kid's so fucking loud.
That's
Hold on, where was it? I couldn't hear it. Could you, Kahuna?
we have a splitter, so it might be, I don't know, it might be wonky on our end, but that's all right.
In the event of a prolonged nation.
I can't. I went for a ride for 5 minutes, Bubba, and I asked you to watch the kitties. I come home and you've turned into a kitty. What's going on between you two? Why is your partner? Are you bribing her for something?
This one's my
I
homie.
went for a ride for 5 minutes, Bubba, and I asked you to watch
So
the kitties.
cute. It's
I
pretty
come
real.
home and you've
Yeah.
turned
I got to fly today. Dude, here's who I don't like on the
Yo.
plane, okay? Be a better air buddy. Don't be this person. The person that keeps their freaking window open when everybody else's window is closed. How you going to keep your fucking window open? What are you looking at? You at 30
UFOs,
37, you at 37,000 feet. What you peeking around at?
The wing gremlin.
Fucking peeping air, Tom. You looking at cloud tops? What are you doing?
Keeping air time.
You trying to buy a Care Bear? What are you looking for? Close your dang window.
Keeping
because
guard.
the light is coming in and it's ruining everybody else's air experience. Everybody trying to fucking rest, you know? You got this guy, usually there's like an Asian guy, he sleeps like this. He makes his own, you know. You got that, you know, you have a kind of a Rubenesque kind of black lady, and she got on 5 of those, you know, those sultry, silky face shades, you know.
5 of them.
You got the old white guy, and he got his mouth just, you know. I got a fly.
Well, then I just want to tell you guys that from when I was flying to Korea, my plane from Tokyo to Seoul, I swear there was only one other white person, and I happened to be sitting next to him, and it was those big Airbuses that have a row and then a middle row and then the end row. So we were like in the middle of the middle row, and I fell asleep, and I woke up and I was laying on this dude, and he was like sleeping and snoring, and I'm like, I hope he fell asleep first.
I had the same thing, except it was the Korean girl on the way back from Alaska. She fell asleep.
She fell asleep on you.
And then
Aww.
I'm like, I can't go.
Were you like, I'm married?
No,
Were
I
you
wasn't.
married?
That's the thing.
Was she hot?
Oh,
shit. He had to run to the bathroom.
Yeah, and that, but then it was a nice role reversal because then I fell asleep. The problem is, I don't know if you know this, I'm a large man, and
I
she's
didn't know
Korean,
that.
so
Yeah.
she's not large. She's little.
Yeah,
And
he
so,
was a big dude compared to me. He was huge.
and
he
so,
was, it was
oh no,
dude, waking up like laying on a stranger is something fucking else.
it is, yeah.
Shit. Everyone thought we were together. The two whiteys on the plane, like
Well, of course, it's like isn't that the law of people who like move to foreign countries, like especially Asian countries, like most of them will move there and then they'll fall in love with just another foreigner who happens to be there also.
Dude. Can we change instead of Pritchard Pub, can we just be a pair of crackers?
So look, you guys would be like saltines, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Faro salt. No, I like Ritz crackers better.
I know,
You can,
but saltines
have them.
saltines match your complexion.
I love you, baby. Yeah, you got that back molar coming in, don't you, boo? Here, talk. I'm gonna give him some Motrin. He's doing the thing. I got you, baby.
And I gave him some of those peanut butter things. He liked that. He liked that, Kahuna. All right, so we got to get to the juicy St. Valentine's stuff before she gets back. Let's see what we got here.
Let's talk about all the smut that he wrote.
Yes. Did he?
No.
Oh, damn.
He's no David writing sexy poems in the Bible, but
that's awesome.
Or like Song of Solomon too. Yeah.
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 What were you gonna say?
I said reading that, I'm like, this is spicy, bro. Like it's older language, but it's very. I know what you're talking about.
They're laying it down. They're laying it down medieval style.
Oh yeah.
Bobby.
So, numerous early Christian martyrs were named Valentine. The Valentines honored on February 14th are Valentine of Rome and Valentine of Terry. Terror. Wait, so it's Terney, sorry. Terni.
Okay, yeah.
Valentine of Rome was a priest in Rome who was martyred in 269. Nice. And buried on the Via Flaminia. What's that? What's a Vlafla?
He was buried on it.
Yeah, buried on the bluff. It was an ancient Roman road. Oh.
I was gonna say that's a site or some sort of yeah. But
Okay.
no, a road. Interesting. Weird
Yeah,
to be buried on a road. It seems like an ill like bad kind of place.
Yeah, people. If you think about it, people walk on you, right?
Well, like, have you ever heard of the Road of Bones?
No.
Bro.
What's that?
It's a road in Siberia. It's called the Road of Bones because, like, something like millions of people.
You're good. Carry on.
Millions of people were from the who were prisoners in Russia died building that road, and they would just bury them in the road as they built it and continue building. I'm talking there are millions of people built into that road.
That's haunted as shit. It's gonna be haunted as shit.
Yeah.
That reminds me of a tweet I saw today about it was about Game of Thrones. It was about the inspiration for the Valerians, the blonde people in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
You know, because they had a whole bunch of magical slaves and stuff, and I guess it's controversial to compare them to Nazis right now for some reason. But like, no, it's pretty comparable, and you can compare it to like Stalin and Mao. And where did you say this was in Siberia?
Siberia, yeah.
Is that Stalin then?
Yeah, it's Russia, so yeah. It would have been partially him, but I don't know how long it was built, but it took decades to build, and millions of people died building that thing. I'm not talking like 2 or 3. I'm talking multiple millions, many millions of people died building that road.
Damn, I'm gonna have to have a road of bones in RK somewhere. Just
I know,
because that's still awesome.
Oh yeah, it's great, man. It's like history is so vast. Steal from it. Absolutely steal from it. Yeah.
Right. I mean, I often say the best inspiration is from real world history. And I should clarify, it's not awesome that many people died, but like that's just really juicy lore. You know, Earth is filled with like really juicy lore. You know,
it is.
And so is the Bible. So is like everything. I was kind of thinking about getting the Book of Enoch off of Amazon.
I still haven't read it. Yeah, I need to read it too.
It's fascinating. There's it's funny that Herman P. Hunter is so avidly, in the Iron Age and stuff, and all the streams and stuff, because there's I guess the main setting of the Book of Enoch is Mount Hermon. So it's like really easy to remember that too. That's the only reason I'm able to bring it up. But yeah, it's a real world place that you can go to Mount Hermon. Apparently, there's a military base there, and some old ruins. That's
my one regret about living in America. We don't have ruins really. We have like our oldest structures are only like 200 years old, maybe a tiny bit. Some of them are a little bit older.
Yeah, and if there was any ruins, they might have been just cleared away by now, or they're buried still.
Or they're so ancient that they're not even identifiable as ruins.
Yeah, they just look like rocks or whatever. Yeah. There's Serpent Mound in Ohio, I think. I think it's in Ohio. Serpent Mound's crazy. It's not really ruins, but it's like
it's like the mounts and like some of these weird structures that they have found with interlocking rocks that are too big and all that jazz.
Dude,
fascinating.
Those interlocking rocks. Are you talking about Cyclopean architecture?
A little bit, yeah. They found a whole bunch of that in America. These rocks that are like 20,000 pounds, and they lock together, and they form the roof of like a structure. And it's like these rocks are unfathomably heavy.
They're always finding shit like that. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. They're always finding new shit. I'm looking at Cyclopean architecture right now.
Huh? Right here, boys.
Man, I love just for those watching. I'm gonna share it real quick.
Actually, guys, there's a few things I still have to do tonight, so I'm probably gonna have to head out here in just a minute.
Oh, okay. Well, here, I'm gonna pull up the Cyclopean architecture really quick just to show everybody, and then you can go ahead and say your spiel after that. You just show
Absolutely,
So this is what I'm talking about.
yeah, that shit. I love that stuff, man.
If you want to
Oh,
hang out
I
with
guess
your
there's
own
an error.
granddaddy,
It doesn't want
that's
me to look at it.
totally fine, but you
But
actually
yeah,
have to chill.
this stuff.
I'm not gonna struggle. If you're gonna struggle, I'm gonna put you back in your pack and play to watch TV.
If you look at
just
Mama's back can't handle all the struggle.
If you look at the stones,
okay?
they
Hard.
are like all different shapes and sizes and
Sizes and
stuff.
shapes.
And yeah, it doesn't make sense. Like you can actually zoom in if I can. I don't think I can zoom in.
Yeah, no, like
Bubs, you gotta stop. I'm not joking. If you can't
It's like
sit here
where some of the
nicely,
older
we're
ones,
not
like,
gonna
they
sit
can't
here.
even fit a piece of paper in
Listen,
Right, it's
okay?
like
It's all day, honey.
like
You
nothing
gotta
fits
calm
between
down.
it, and there's no mortar. There's no.
Okay, you're gonna
cement.
go back. You're gonna go back. I'm sorry.
It's like the Japanese have always done that too, and but that because they live in freaking earthquake zone, they have to repair it whenever something goes wrong. But
The Japanese did that too. I'll have to look into that.
they've done stuff like that with stone a little bit, but the Japanese are better with wood. Like they're masters of wood, and it's like when Europeans started building stone castles and rock and rediscovering mortar and concrete, basically. That's what they were focused on. But in Japan, because all that stuff would crack and all the earthquakes, they started focusing on building things out of wood, and that's why they got so good with wooden structures. There's like a buddy of mine. He showed me this picture of his attic in his house. His house, there in the construction of the main structure of the house, not a single metal bracket or nail is used. Not a single one.
Wow, that is really impressive, actually.
It's insane.
I just had like a
And-
bit where it was hitting my face.
And with all the earthquakes and stuff by Japan, it makes sense that they would go the wood route because it itself absorbs. And, yeah. And I know katanas. One thing that makes katanas one special aspect of it is they put wood pegs in the handle a certain way to help absorb the vibrations.
The shock a little bit.
Yeah, steady it. Yeah. But yeah, go ahead and tell everybody where they can find you, and we'll send this Valentine's Day off right. It's past midnight where I'm at, so we did it. We did it, Kahuna.
We done did it.
I don't know if we
y'all,
debunked Cupid, but
I don't think we debunked Cupid. I think we just pointed out that it's not what it's gone pretty far away from what it maybe was originally.
yeah, very far, yeah. But yeah, go tell the people the stuff.
But alas, I am the Ultimate Kahuna on Twitter and YouTube. We just did our anime judgment stream the other day, and have my new show Iron Age Legends. A lot of good stuff coming up on the channel, and I'm excited to keep growing and showing. Man, it's going to be good. Plus, I'm basically like a member of the fan. Like I basically live with you guys now on your channel, so.
Yeah, we love it, dude. It's awesome.
It's great, man. It's great. Hey, but once again, thank you for having me on.
Thank you.
She's off screen now, but
I will.
Now.
She's having fun with her.
Play on the back of the couch.
I think your lovely wife needs your help.
Yeah, I'll go help her.
But God bless you guys. Have a good night.
You too, sir. Hail the Iron Age.